All right. Good morning. This is No Excuse Mentality podcast where we break barriers, embrace excellence, and unlock limitless potential. It is June 13th, 8:46, and today I want to talk to you guys about focus on yourself and not others. All right, focus on yourself and not others. And this is something that happens a lot when we are trading, specifically when we are learning how to trade. We just cannot compare to other people that might be longer, or maybe they get it a lot quicker than someone else. So we need to focus on yourself and not others. So that's the powerful message that I want to share with you, and that is that um, you know it has the potential to transform your life. All right, focus on yourself and not others, not only in trading but in your life as well. The importance of focusing on yourself and not others. In a world filled with comparison, judgment, and the constant pressure to conform, it is easy to lose sight of our own journey. All right, we see this in social media. We can get caught up in the opinions and expectations of others, right? So, me as a coach, I have certain expectations of you guys, but as you guys know, I never push you to do anything sooner than what or how you feel that you should do it. So my job is to give you recommendations of the way that I do things, but I don't push you guys to execute in a particular time frame or any other way, because it is focusing on yourself and not focus on me, right? But I am here to remind you that true fulfillment and success comes from embracing your unique path and staying true to yourself. This happens a lot also with my daughter when she plays volleyball. My daughter is very tiny. So the positions that she plays in volleyball are for people that are short, right? So it's either a libero or a setter. And I have to remind her that she cannot compare herself with a 6 foot girl, at her age. It's just not going to happen. But it is beautiful to see how her unique way of being is able to help her team win, and not only win games, but win in the biggest stage as championships. So we live in an age of constant connectivity, where social media platforms showcase carefully curated highlight reels of people's lives. And this is the important part, guys. Curated highlight reels of people's life, meaning that they're only showing you what they want you to see. They're not showing you behind the scenes. They're not showing you all the situations that go through it. They're not showing you the imperfections. They're showing you the highlight reels of what they choose and what they want you to see. All right. So that's very, very important. It is also too tempting to compare our own journey to the seemingly perfect lives of others. Now, we do this and we do that all the time. We do this all the time, right? But here's the truth: comparison is a thief of joy. And the reason is because it does not allow you to be present, it does not allow you to be in the moment, because you're always comparing where you at now to where you see other people, meaning that you are not fully present in the moment that you're living. And that steals away your joy, steals away the moment. Okay. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we diminish our own worth and overlook the beauty and potential within ourselves. We diminish our own worth and overlook the beauty and potential within ourselves. It is time to shift our focus inward, to embrace our own journey, and to nurture our own growth. Guys, we always think about the future so much that we forget that the present that you live now is a future that you prayed already before. Let me repeat that again, guys. Listen to this very carefully. The present moment that you're living now was a prayer to the future that you prayed already. But because we are always so focused on the future, we forget that the moment that you're sitting in right now, you already pray for it maybe weeks ago, years ago, and you're not grateful because of that. You're not grateful for this moment, this future that you prayed already years ago that you're living now, because we're so focused on the future that you do not remember and you do not recognize that this present moment that you're living now, it's a future that you pray for, and yet you are not grateful for it. Each of us is in a unique path with our own set of talents, passions, and dreams. When we focus on ourselves, we tap into our true potential and unleash the power within us. We discover our strengths, explore our passions, and embark on a journey of self discovery and self improvement. When we focus on ourselves, we free ourselves from the burden of seeking validation from others. Very important line here. When we focus on ourselves, we free ourselves from the burden of seeking validation from others. We realize that our worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by our own self belief and self love. I'm going to repeat that again. We realize that our worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by our own self belief and self love. We become less concerned with the expectations society places on us and more committed to living an authentic and fulfilling life. Focusing on ourselves allow us to set meaningful goals and pursue them with unwavering determination. It gives us the clarity to identify our values and make choices aligned with our true selves. It empowers us to make decisions that serve our growth and well being rather than trying to fit into someone else's mold. It empowers us, guys. It gives us clarity. When we focus on ourselves, it gives us clarity to identify our values, and it empowers us to make decisions that serves us, our growth and well-being. All right? We're not here to fit in somebody else's mold. We're not here to fit in what other people are doing. I even told you guys many times before, I can show you my strategy, but there's going to come a time that you're going to break out of that mold and identify your own style and your own way of looking at things and your own way of trading. So we have to be able to break away from that mold that society has put us in, because society will always try to put us into a mold. This is where you look nice, this is where I would need you to be, this is where you look cute, right? And no, when you focus on yourself, it gives you the empowerment to make decision for you, and rather than being conforming to the mold of society. But let me be clear, guys. Let me be clear. Focusing on yourself does not mean disregarding others or being selfish, right? We still need to have empathy. We still need to have compassion. It does not mean that you're going to be selfish with other people. It means that you are going to prioritize your well being and happiness so that you can show up as your best self for those around you. You are doing a huge favor when you are focusing on yourself. Because let me tell you, there is no way in heck that you are going to be able to help someone else when you cannot help yourself. That is just not going to happen. That is not going to happen. If you do not feel happy, there is no way that you're going to show somebody else how to be happy. If you do not love yourself, there is no way that you can show other people how to love themselves. So it's not you being selfish when you think about you, it's about you prioritizing yourself and your happiness so that when you show up to help someone else, you are 100%. And you know what? You owe it to that person. You owe it to that person. If you're going to help them, for you to be as close as possible to 100% so that you can help others. All right. So it's not being selfish. Don't think that, oh, I got to focus on myself. I'm going to ignore everybody else and I'm just going to screw everybody else. No, 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 no. No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you prioritizing you so that you can help other people. When we take care of ourselves, we become better partners, parents, friends, contributors to society. Our positive energy and authentic presence inspire others to do the same. I want people to say, I want to be like Eric, not because of what I have, but because of the way I walk, and because of the way I look at life, and because of the way my positive energy reflects on other people, and how authentic I am. I don't care what other people are doing. Look, there are thousands of ways of different trading methods, but I stick to my own, and I stick to it. And YouTube, you can go in, there are many people that tell you, I made $1,000 in 1 minute with this trading strategy. I make 5,000% with this trading strategy. And you know what I do in those videos? I keep scrolling. You know why? Because I have to keep myself authentic to what I am doing so that I can help others. I got to take care of myself. I got to focus on myself. But there is so many noise outside in society and social media and different places that really you start putting yourself behind the back burner, and you start grabbing the identity of other people, which is not the identity that you were put here on this earth with. So, how do we cultivate this focus on ourselves? It starts with self awareness, taking the time to understand our values, strength, and passions. Don't get somebody else's values. You don't have any somebody else's strength, and your passions are yours. Don't grab other people's passion. Don't grab other people's strengths. Don't grab other people's values. You need to sit down and understand, what is my value, what is my strength, and what is my passion. Not because some social media guy told you, or you read it, or I'm telling you because these are my passions and this is my values. No, you have to find your own. It means setting boundaries and learning to say no to things that do not align with our priorities. Guys, there is power in saying no. As a matter of fact, let's talk about that on Thursday. Let's talk about that on our podcast on Thursday, about the power of saying no. It is power. There is power to say no. I say this to my daughters constantly. There is power when you say no. It means practicing self care, nurturing our physical and mental and emotional well being. Guys, physical, mental, and emotional. It means surrounding ourselves with a supportive network of people who encourage our growth and celebrate our individuality. And I always write this down because I tell you, it is important for you to surround yourself with people that are going to push you forward. All right. In conclusion, I urge you to embrace the power of focusing on yourself and not on others. Your journey is unique, and it is meant to be lived fully and authentically. Let go of comparison, judgment, and the need for external validation. We are constantly looking for this, whether it's from friends, partners, even family, even maybe your parents, right? We look for that validation. You need to understand that I was put on this earth for a particular reason with a particular purpose, and I will live my life authentically. Embrace your own path. Guys, be grateful on the path that you're in right now. I told you guys before that my favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz, the best movie of all time. Embrace your own path. Embrace your own yellow brick road. Set your own standards of how you're going to get there. Don't don't grab other people's standards. Don't grab other people's strength and passions on your way to Oz, right? Stay on that yellow brick road and create a life that reflects your true self. Your true self. Are you in the career that you want to be because you want to be there? Are you living the best life because your best life is your best life? It's not comparing your life with somebody else. Remember, your worth and potential are limitless. And when you focus on yourself, you have the power to create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Your worth and potential are limitless. Where you are when you are where you are now can it can't be the last place you'll be. Where you are in right now could be, it probably is not your 100%. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter how long you live, where you live. It doesn't matter what your career is. Think about that. Where I am right now, even with my current age, is this my 100% where I want to be? Or do I have potential? Do I have more potential? And guys, the answer is you will always have more potential. You will always have more potential. Potential is limitless. It is how bad you want to work, it is how bad you want it, it's how bad you want it for yourself. And again, many of us have family. But when I say how bad you want it for yourself, you need to first want it for yourself in order for you to share with the rest of your family. I cannot give my wife and I cannot give my daughters nothing if I first don't want it for myself because they are part of me. So it comes, they're blessed by association. You cannot bless other people by association if you first do not reach it first yourself. You have the power to create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Those are three key words: purpose, fulfillment, and joy. So, as you guys begin this trading journey in a more serious manner, remember to focus on you. Do not focus on what other people are making. Do not focus on green days and red days of other people. Do not focus on when people have a losing streak or a winning streak. Focus on you. Your goal might be to make $1,000 a week. Other people in this group, their goal is to make $400 a week, $500 a week, right? And eventually you guys will want to make thousands of dollars in a week, right? But focus on you. Focus on what you want to accomplish. Focus on where you want to be. Focus on yourself. All right. It is 9:03, June 13th. This is No Excuse Mentality Podcast. This is where we break barriers and hey, listen, we're doing that. We're breaking barriers. We're embracing excellence. And look at our third value: unlock limitless potential. When I speak to you guys, these are the three things that I want to do. I want to break, embrace, and unlock. I want to break, embrace, and unlock. All right. So I will see you guys in a few minutes in live trading. And if you guys are listening to this on YouTube recorded, we do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8:45 a.m. to about 9:15 or sooner. So it just gives wiggle room for us to have at least 30 minutes of podcast. I will see you guys next Thursday, and let's go trading in just a few minutes live.